I think so many people are terrified. I mean, terrified of being themselves, of saying what they think about faith, politics, religion, anything, that it's actually worn tremendously on relationships that people just, I almost would say, aren't even developing relationships anymore because they're on pins and needles, afraid to say a thing that could offend someone else.
True. I think there's been a great degradation of friendship. And actually, part of it plays into the sexual revolution. I was actually speaking about this with a very smart friend of mine who has same sex attraction. And I said, something that's really destroyed friendship is now everything's gay. And he laughed and he knew exactly what I was talking about, which is now two people of the same sex are not permitted to have a deep, profound relationship
Right.
without it being
Yes.
suspected of being sexual. And he said, oh no, it's absolutely right, And I say this as a gay guy, but everything's become too gay. What he meant is that you can, obviously there are sexual relationships, there are familial relationships, and there were at least at one time friend relationships where it's been described as two people standing next to one another, looking at the same thing, maybe from a slightly different perspective, and you can talk about that and you can debate about that. And it's not about trying to destroy or smack, and it's not about staring one at the other person. You're really looking at the outside world and you are developing your own views of what that means. I've been privileged to have some really wonderful friendships in my life, but they're not based around, going along to get along, and they're not based around just talking about how great the chicken tastes. They're really based upon trying to delve the depths of what it means to be human, what our lives really mean, what we're striving for. And those friendships do tend to take on a spiritual dimension. And in this culture, it's very hard even to understand what that kind of friendship is. But I think we ought to strive for that. And if we have to lose a few of these accidental friendships along the way, these shallow friendships, so be it. It's not a great loss.